It has been a wild world in sports this week. Our Samara Carpenter has more on all the happenings.
Thanks, Lily. There's a lot to cover this week as Tennessee sports finally head home. Over on the court, the Vols had a very successful weekend leading into this week, winning 77-69 against the Aggies and 65-59 against the LSU Tigers. These two hard-fought games put the Vols at a projected 2 seed for the tournament this March. Patrick Falcon from Torch Sports sat down with us to explain what the Vols must do going forward to obtain the win.
So starting off simple, Tennessee is in prime position for the 2 seed. How important is it that they get the 1 seed?
I think it's very important. I think once you get down to the Sweet 16, the Elite 8, the Final Four, those matchups become increasingly easier as a 1 seed. And right now, Tennessee really needs all the advantages we can get. We haven't had the best luck in March. We've never made a Final Four. And I think if we want to make that final push towards it, being the 1 seed would definitely be a big help. The seedings aren't always perfect, so sometimes the difference between those 4, 5, 6 seeds can actually be, instead of just 4 teams, it could be 5, 6, 7, 8 different teams. So I think getting that 1 seed, playing the worst team possible will help us a lot.
What does Tennessee have to do to get that 1 seed?
So we have 3 SEC teams fighting for that 1 seed. I think a big step is this Saturday we need to beat Alabama. And I think then in the SEC tournament, we need to prove that we are better than Alabama and Auburn. That means staying in the tournament longer than them and possibly beating them head-to-head, not losing to one of them, because then that's very easy for the committee or whoever's making the rankings. Give them the edge, give them the slight edge. We're that fifth seed, that number 1, 2 seed instead of that last 1 seed.
What's the worst possible outcome for the Vols in the next 2 weeks?
We'll lose every game. But no, I think the loss to Alabama will be big. I think we'll definitely drop. And then if we drop 1 or 2, we go out early in the SEC tournament, we could see ourselves as low as a 3 or 4 seed, to be honest with you.
How confident are you that the Vols can get that 1 seed?
I'm pretty confident. I think, we've showed our guns against Florida. We've showed we can beat them, I know. They've also showed they can beat us, so it'll be a good test if we meet again. But Alabama's got a really tough remaining schedule, and I think that win Saturday, if we beat them, they'll have to play Florida, and then they'll have to go down to Auburn. I don't think they win both those games, and I think that Auburn loss, if they suffer that at the end of the year, can help propel us forward to them, especially if we get hot going in the tournament, which we are right now. Chaz Lanier's been playing well, Zakai's been playing well. I think this team's picking up steam at the right time. We're going in the SEC tournament hot. That's prime for 1 seed.
This Saturday, the Vols are back at home and playing arch-rival Alabama. With Tennessee ranked at 5 and Alabama at 6, I promise you this is a match no one wants to miss. The Lady Volunteers basketball squad had a rough go against Kentucky last night, falling to the Wildcats in Lexington 82-58. However, they did not go down without a fight. Talasia Cooper putting 25 points on the board, as well as Z Spearman and Alyssa Latham combining for 13 total rebounds. The last regular season task for Coach Caldwell and the team comes on Sunday, March 2nd, when the Georgia Lady Bulldogs come to play in Food City Center. Earlier this week, the Vols finished up the opening stretch of their season and took the field where they faced North Alabama in a very close and intense match. I bet you're wondering what the big news is. Junior pitcher A.J. Russell made his long-awaited return after a tough injury last year in the SEC tournament against Vanderbilt. He made his comeback with nothing short of a spectacular beginning. He faced 3 batters and struck out every single one, making his return one to remember. Freshman Tegan Coons made a strong impression as well in his first collegiate appearance, pitching a perfect inning, not allowing a single hit, and striking out an opponent, making his first debut a very big one. It was just one of the many great moments on the diamond for the Vols. Ryan Kraska closed out the game with a strikeout, sealing a thrilling 7-5 victory over North Alabama. Now the Vols are looking to keep that same momentum going tonight in Houston at the Astros Arena, where they'll take on number 16 Oklahoma State at 4:05 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Staying on the diamond, the Lady Vols softball team had their home opener this past Wednesday against Radford. It wasn't until the 3rd and 4th innings that the Lady Vols found their rhythm, scoring 9 runs off 8 hits, including 2 quick home runs from both Sophie Nugent and Taylor Pinnell. The Lady Vols closed out the game with a 10-1 victory over Radford. They'll be back at Sherry Parker Lee Stadium tonight at 3 p.m. Eastern to face Delaware State. That's all for Rocky Top Sports Report. Thank you, and back to you, Lily.
Thanks, Samara.